Well, Skyrim. Probably one of the best games ever released. Yeah, so this is that review. This is, of course, reviewing all. Well, this is going to take a look at some miscellaneous quests and my general thoughts on the others. So let's start off with the other miscellaneous quest that I won't cover. So basically, Skyrim has a lot of miscellaneous quests where you just gotta retrieve this item or kill this guy or just such. Overall, eh, they're okay. Not much else to really say about them other than just to really say that I've reviewed everything in Skyrim. Now, of course, this is the part that you've all been waiting for. Now, of course, obviously, this is going through the best miscellaneous quests, one of the most interesting ones I have not covered. So, an honorable mention to the ones I've already covered, like Forgotten Names, Frostflow Lighthouse, and of course Dark Ancestor, which are among some of the best ones. Some of these I'll expand further into when I do start covering dungeon lores and such, but stay tuned for those. Because on number 22, we of course have the bug jars. The bug jars was something I alluded to in a previous video. These are collectible. Not the best collectible, frankly one of the more boring ones, but they're still interesting because, well, no one knows what they were really placed in the game for. And it gets even more interesting because Bethesda has a place for them in one of the new houses introduced with the anniversary edition. But obviously, what these mean, the world may never know. Next up, we have Ironbind Barrow. This one I plan to cover again in the future, but so you meet these two people, Beamja and Salma. They're of course gonna explore this dungeon, and well, you get to help them. Long story short, Beamja is, well, he's not exactly the best guy and wants to kill you and take this drug as power for himself. I'll get more into this in the future, but it's definitely one of the more interesting dungeons. Next up, we of course have Repentance. This is a side quest. This one pretty much revolves around you helping this woman pretty much be able to kill her mom because her mom's psychotic and is a witch. Not much to say about this one, hence that's where it's on here, but it's one of the more underrated side quests, to be honest. Next up, we of course have Yingvild. Again, I plan to cover this in the future, but long story short, it's basically about a dude who's basically killing people and entrapping the spirits and is committing some really nasty stuff with them. And yeah, severe discretion from when I eventually cover that one. Next up, we of course have Ranving's Fast. This one pretty much revolves around you taking out a warlock who's, well, kind of being responsible for a bunch of explorers dying. Overall, it's a pretty interesting dungeon and one I plan to review soon. After that, we of course have Affairs of Hagravens. You're just helping a Hagraven get her home back. Not much else to say about that one. Next up, we of course have Ingevund. This one is a dungeon located in the rift that we can discover. Pretty much just helping this lady clear out the dungeon so she can get to the treasure, only to really realize that the treasure she's looking for isn't exactly there. Although apparently there's a Lord of the Rings reference in that dungeon. Next up, we of course have Infiltration. Another okayish side quest. You're just getting this guy's house back. I mean, he lives in a little fortress, but that's really it. It's, of course, next up, you of course have Nilheim. This is a dungeon. Well, this is a tower located in the rift, and well, there's not much else to say about that. You're just helping a guy get back to this place because he's injured, only to turns out that it's a bandit trap. Next up, you have Rising at Dawn. This is a quest that you get from Valion, and it's pretty much just getting you back from vampirism. Nothing too special about that one. Next up, you have Drawn Stars, which is frankly one of the saddest miscellaneous quests ever. This one has you looking for Ramir's lost love. I plan to do more about this one in the future, but yeah, it's definitely one of the more sad quests. Next up, we of course have Eric the Slayer. Now, this one I want to include because, well, it's a heartwarming story. So, this one is actually influenced by a real-life Elder Scrolls fan named Eric, and he unfortunately passed away before Skyrim came out. And, well, Bethesda named the NPC after him, and you can help him convince his dad to let him go out and explore Skyrim, and of course eventually recruit him as a follower. Overall, it's one of the most heartwarming quests in the game. After that, we of course have Lifting the Shroud, where we investigate Shroudhearth Barrow for this one guy. Honestly, it's probably one of the best dungeons in the game, and one of my favorites. You also get the Sapphire Dragonclaw here. After that, we of course are staying in the same town for the Straw That Broke. This one is where you find out what happened to Nafi's sister, Rada. Long story short, Rada passed away. There's an interesting thing about this, but I'll get into that later on. This one also has a few endings. You can either tell him, or you can lie to him, or you can keep the secret hidden away from him. Overall, it's a side quest. Next up, we of course have Isolif's Tribute. This one is pretty much where you deliver Torik's Warhorn. It's nothing too special, but it's decent. After that, we of course have the Bandit Attack. This is of course where you have to rescue your spouse from bandits. I think it's a pretty interesting side quest, but not much else to say about this one. Next up, we of course have Extracting an Argonian. This is where you rescue Darkethus from Falmer. It's not the best miscellaneous quest, but it's certainly one of the more interesting ones. After that, we of course have Find the Thalmor Assassin for Malborn. So after the main quest line, or at least a certain part of it, Malborn is of course targeted by Thalmor assassins, and you get to help him take them out. Overall, it's an interesting miscellaneous quest. Should have honestly been a side quest though. Next up, we of course have the Lover's Requital. This is of course where you can help Sibby Blackbriar execute his ex. So he's in jail, and his ex is kind of in hiding. You can either warn her, or you could kill her. The choice is yours. Next up, we of course have For the Good of Morthal. Again, I plan to do another video about this, but you just deliver a letter from Gorm to someone in Solitude, and it's talking about what could happen to y'all Egod Ravencrone. Overall, it's a really interesting quest, despite us really not getting an answer for that. Next up is Fight or Flight, where you get to find a man known as Leifner. So this guy disappeared, and his wife wants you to track him down, only for you to discover that he died from bandits. You of course get to tell his wife what happened, and she is of course in mourning now. Next up is Folion's Secret, where you get to discover what Folion gets into during the night. Overall, it's a bit of a disappointing side quest, nothing too special, nothing really happens in this one. And at number 1, we of course have Hunter and Hunted, where you find Valder. Valder is a man from Falkreath. He recently went missing, and you are of course able to track him down, where you find out that Spriggans essentially killed all of his buddies. You can of course help him, or you could just leave him. I normally help him. It's a nice thing to do. But once you take out all the Spriggans, you can of course return back to him and knock out that quest. So, this is all the quests covered, except one. The final quest I have yet to cover is of course the Ebony Warrior. Now, obviously I'll be covering that in May. I also plan to do another video about the best anniversary quests. It won't be a quest review, but just more of a general review of that one. But for now, this is goodbye. I mean, not really. I mean, I'll still upload. But honestly, I've been doing these for nearly 4 years at this point, and the fact that I not only was able to do this, but actually saw my channel grow, it actually really means a lot that this was able to happen. Not just one channel, but both of them. And the fact that even though I've been uploading more frequently and longer videos, the fact that they still continue to do well is honestly really surprising. So for the 63 of you that are subbed to my channel and the 26 that are subbed to the other channel, thank you so much. This actually generally means a lot, and I'm super happy that I'm able to do these videos. I know they're not the best, but I certainly have fun with making them. And I obviously plan to be on YouTube for as long as I can. And obviously continuing to make the best videos that I can. So thank you all for this. It's been absolutely wonderful being able to make these videos. And I plan to return to the Skyrim playthroughs, you know, as soon as I can. Obviously, part 6 has recently been recorded and uploaded, and I plan to film part 7 as soon as I can. But seriously, thank you all. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and see you all next time. It's been an amazing 4 years of doing this, so thank you for all the support.